Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Jade. How are you on this wonderful day?
Look, I am.
It's a.
It's
It
hard.
looks like a new location for you to be filming from.
I have a new office.
Yeah,
Look
looks
at
like a very nice view there.
look. It doesn't suck. Actually, let's take you for a walk. So, what's great is my new office can come outside with me.
Nice. So the rolly table walk goes straight outside
Yeah,
onto the balcony. That's pretty cool.
I said to Steve yesterday, maybe I need 2 tables. He's like,
You do.
really?
You do.
Carl says I do.
Yep. So that when I come up there, I can come out as well.
Oh, see, that's obvious. I'll get him to work on it.
In saying that, I'll probably just bring mine with me too.
See, you can do that.
It's pretty good, isn't it? You know, as we've gone into this remote working sort of thing, you know, we've improvised to such an extent that we're happy to be mobile as well.
Yeah, like go anywhere, be flexible, but the ingenious modeling of the remote workstations, like
Absolutely.
yeah, like this one, even the removals, they're like, oh, this is pretty bloody good, isn't it? Like, how much this cost you? I said, Steve made it. I said it came from Officeworks. When I told them, they're like, they said with all the moves that they're doing at the moment and how much people's desks are costing, they're like, this
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yep.
So I still reckon Steve should make them and sell them on Marketplace.
Absolutely.
I definitely one.
You could probably buy the base a lot cheaper. So yeah, it's
get onto that.
Could be very, very good. And of course, so today is, if you're in New South Wales, that's right, and we get a public holiday for it tomorrow, which is really, really cool.
Public holiday for Kyle's birthday. I'm freezing.
Yeah. Hiding the Mind Valley. It is rather cool this morning.
Yeah.
And probably because also it's daylight savings and we're actually up an hour earlier.
It is. I was so confused. I'm like, usually the sun's up by now. Like, we're not that far up the coast. Like, surely it doesn't get up that much later. And then
I have to admit, it is probably just as well the phone did the automatic time update thing. Otherwise, I reckon I would be an hour late.
I 100% would have been. Because I woke up and I was like, what time is it? And I'm like, oh, it's dark. I'm like,
yeah. It took a bit to click on.
Well, my phone was also in airplane mode, so I don't know how it did its update.
Oh, very good. That's it preempted the update.
Maybe I turned it off, like turned over airplane.
Maybe. Interesting. Very interesting. So it is my birthday today. I am on 6 weeks solid, so I am still doing all the things. I am still up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Well, it was a little bit later this morning. It was 5:30. But I'm still up. I'm still doing all the things because I'm not a sook. It's not 6 weeks sooky. Although you and Steve did plan it in between both your birthdays.
This is true. This is true. I started the day after my birthday. You had originally planned to have a cheap weekend, and I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. And that's why you were like, well, it's not 75 hard, so I can do what I want. It's my thing. But I love it. Consciously decided not to go ahead with it. And even yesterday when I spoke to Dad, and I was like, okay, I'm moving all my stuff to a new place. He's like, oh, you guys are going to have bubbles on the balcony. I was like, yeah, we're going to have sparkling water. He's like, gross. And I spoke to my sister-in-law, and she's like, it's your life. You can do whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. And I'm like, no one's telling me what to do. I'm choosing to do this. She's like, why?
And you know, it's a good opportunity. You know, the things that we truly enjoy. You know, we can still. I'm going to slow cook some lamb later in the smoker. I'll cook up some veggies to have with it. I'm still going to have an amazing dinner with my kids. We'll still have a bit of fun watching the footy later. It's really not actually changing things all that much. It's just that I won't be having a few drinks like I probably normally would have. But, the only people I'm allowed to hang out with at the moment are the kids anyway. And apparently it's frowned upon if they drink with me.
Yeah, look, for now. Right, because that's almost a bullshit rule in terms of kids drinking. No, that's a rule you probably should keep.
That's a rule we should keep, that one. That was not a rule.
No, but like the footy grand finals on, should have a drink. It's my birthday, should have a drink. Moved into new place, should have a drink.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That's almost a bullshit rule. Like, and people are like, seriously, well, how are you gonna celebrate? It's like, well, you can still have the feeling of celebrating.
Yeah.
We weren't really celebrating
I wasn't
last
even
night.
going to celebrate with plastic bottles of sparkling water.
Yes.
You broke.
Oh, no. Plastic bottles.
Look, I caved because we don't know, if we don't buy, if we have to have plastic bottles. And I felt so bad for Steve yesterday that I was like, if they only have plastic bottles, I'll let you have it. And I was like so stoked. He's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then he went hunting and he found the glass ones, thank God. But it's so hard to get sparkling water in glass bottles at Woolworths now.
There was one brand at the very bottom. There's too wide, tucked in at the back. So I had to hunt.
Crazy, isn't it?
And Pellegrino's in plastic now, and you can't. Don't have the Voss sparkling anymore.
No Voss.
Yeah,
that hurts my feelings. The Voss bottles are so handy.
But maybe you just need a soda stream so you can make your own sparkling water.
Well, look, Eric would kick your ass for that statement. No, but that's because carbon. Like I only drink natural sparkling water. The soda stream is just carbonating the water and actually just causes bubbles in your belly, and that's not great for you.
To be honest, I
don't need bubbles in your belly.
If I drink a whole bottle of sparkling water, let's just say bubbly.
Bubbly?
I'm going to go bubbly.
Oh, so bubbly.
Yeah.
But, so it's really good. So we're in 6 weeks solid, and I think having some of these things come up for us, like a move or a birthday or anything else, I think it's really, really good to have that pattern interrupt where consciously choosing not to just go into the habits of the less than desirable habits, I guess. I didn't want to say negative habits because having a drink's not necessarily negative, but just breaking the cycle of those habits and just doing things that are a little bit different and consciously choosing. That's the whole idea. It's a reset. We're trying to sort of go through a bit of a reset and realign things a little bit. So having a birthday, having a move, having a celebration and having to change that, I don't think is a real bad thing.
No, and I think it does make you actually think through and be a little bit more present moment awareness around what you're doing and why you're doing it, and sitting into that situation. We love. We were a bit tired, but getting on the couch and reading our book last night, the sitting in the new place, it's oh yes, read the book and experience that. Whereas if we were having a few stuff, you could still see the moon and stuff, but it's not. You're less here and now. It's really interesting. My energy healer said to me that spirits are called spirits for a reason. So, what? And he said it's because it puts you into that altered state, or it lowers your boundaries in terms of your actual spirit, your own natural spirit here, and allows other spirits to pop over and utilize you as a which is why some people really change when they're drinking, and you think they're just a different person. And specifically, let's call them rebel spirits, and then So it really depends on like how conscious and how intent. You know how some people say like I could decide whether I'm going to be drunk or not. You might have the same amount of drinking as what you had, but you might have to do it this Saturday exactly the same as what you did last Saturday. Have a totally different experience because last Saturday you went out with the intent like
wow.
You go to another bar, go somewhere else, and you decide that no, I'm going to have my shift together.
That's pretty wild, isn't it, to think that? Yeah. And it's probably true. And I wonder if that means that you are a bit more responsible in how you're drinking and what you're doing. And it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's my total woo-woo side right there for you. But if you just break that down, if the sole thing that you're doing for you, if you just go back to intent, our brains are so programmable. The words that we tell them, the intention that we tell them. So even if you think about that intent, if you set the intent at the beginning of the night, you're going to go out and get loose, like because that's often a wording that get loose, let your hair down, going to run amok, or any of these statements that we tell our brain and whatever association it might have from previous times, it goes, hell yeah, that's what we're going to do. And
hell yeah.
It may not require, like the alcohol could actually be a placebo.
Yep.
In terms of,
and you're still going to have that same mindset.
Yeah, because that's what you've programmed that you want. Likewise, if you're like, nope, I'm going to stay in control and I'm just, nope, like, then you'll have that experience. Like we've got friends that drink and never ever seem to lose their composure, but they're so tightly in control because they've said they're not getting out of control whatsoever, and I don't recommend that. That's just a bit too.
So what I'm hearing is there's hope for zero alcohol beer in the future.
Yeah, placebo.
They've just got to put on the box that it's got 6% in it.
Yeah, and tell someone they're going to have a mad time. I genuinely, I'd love to do that experiment.
Just relabel a whole heap of zero alcohol beer and see how people react with it.
I see when your kid turns 17 and really wants, come on, Dad, I'm nearly there. Let me have a few beers.
Yeah.
Here
we go. Have as many as you like.
Wanting to, like, it's so close. So close. It seems like 17. What? Legal? Oh, wow, that's amazing.
It's looking beautiful. It's looking amazing.
Do you know what's even more beautiful? I can just get dressed from the waist up moving forward to do these. You can roll out in armies.
So definitely in Ugg boots.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm not today. I've just got a pair of socks on. That's only because I wasn't quite sure where my Uggies are, but I know exactly where they are right now. Now that you've said them, I'm like, I know exactly where they are because I thought I was going to set up all my camera equipment, so they're obviously packed in their camera equipment.
Right. That
I just
makes total sense.
Well, camera equipment. Going to do a live near my Ugg boots.
Fair enough.
He's like, I'm going to go get them for you. They're in the spare room, hun. Just right on the left. But Justin knows exactly where everything is. Yeah.
Nice. It'll be good for a while.
No way. You know me. It's gonna perfect.
So for everyone playing along today, put in the comments below, what's your pattern interrupt this weekend? What's the thing that you need to interrupt and that you might have had to while you're going through the 6 week solid? So, we're breaking habits, we're resetting the rules that we might be trying to conform to. So drop a message wherever you're listening and, let us know what it is that you've interrupted this weekend so that you can have an amazing time still on your 6 week solid.
Yeah, I think it's all about that rescript. Like I was actually stoked to say, I'm good without drinking. I'm choosing this. I feel I'm not going to wake up feeling fresh tomorrow. Like I'm so stoked that I am in control and that I can make this choice.
Yeah, absolutely. I still would like a rum today.
I bet. And I'm not going to lie, you're not getting your birthday present today. Kay's like, I'm going to have Kyle's present delivered. I'm like, no, you're not.
It can wait.
I feel like we should keep the screen going for a second though, because that sounds about to pop.
Oh, absolutely. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Wait, am I? No, not that way. That way.
That way. Beautiful.
How's that? Yeah, you don't need me. Let's get me out. Oh, thanks, babe. I got my Uggies.
And the Uggies are on. Yeah.
The Uggies have arrived. Look at that. We're just going to sit here and sunrise.
Absolutely. So, everyone, go and find your sunrise wherever you might find it. It's a little bit earlier now because of daylight savings in New South Wales, but I think that makes it a little bit easier as well.
So good. So good. Here it comes. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Pop.
Pop. There's the pop. So good.
So good. Well, everyone, have an amazing Sunday. If you're lucky enough to be in the land of the trapped, we have a long weekend, which we get to do almost nothing extra special for. So enjoy, everyone. And we will be back tomorrow morning at the beautiful time of 6 a.m.
See you bright and early on public holiday. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.